Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time it is, wherever in this vast world it is that you may or may not happen to be. Welcome once more to another live stream of Alexandra Mayer's Live in conjunction with IP2 Wiki Info Live. I'm your hostess, Alexandra. Woke up today feeling a little different than I felt over the past few months. Had a very interesting dream last night. Spoke to a friend this morning about the dream and some other things, and I've reached some conclusions. Very soon, when it comes to someone that you see on video on social media, you will not see me anymore for at least a year. Um, it's just time. I really want to focus on my art. I want to focus on my music. I need to focus on myself. And I guess I'll still be around in certain capacities. I mean, with the internet, you kind of have to use it when it comes to work. You also have to use it when it comes to paying bills, answering emails, things like that. But when it comes to me doing live video streams to where you see me, that's coming to a close for at least a year, very, very, very soon. I'm not going to go into every single reason as to why. Some of the reasons revolve around me deciding to take certain people to task legally. Other reasons have to do with some other things. Will I come back to social media as far as being someone on video? One day. One day I likely will. But very soon, I'm not going to say exactly when. Y'all still have a little bit of time left with me. But as far as you seeing me on video, mm-mm. I might do some audio streams on occasion. Um, my writing will definitely be out there, and most importantly, my art and music will be out there. But I just feel this compulsion to take a solid year away from people having access to me, and it might end up being longer. I have been on the internet since before the internet was the internet. I was someone who was on Prodigy, CompuServe, IRC, Internet Relay Chat, bulletin board systems. I was one of the first cam girls, and coincidentally, one of the first streamers, because being a cam girl was a streamer, even though people don't want to acknowledge that. But I've just been on the internet longer than the majority of people on this planet. There are so many videos of me that I've produced and that other people have produced that people could look at me and watch me uninterrupted, commercial free on their phones for, I'd say, I don't know, over a month. They could if they wanted to. That's how much material there is out there of me. But those of you who know me personally, you know that there's some things that I've never made public that I've contended with, not just this year, but over the years. It's actually to certain people who would love to see me dead. It would be to their benefit for me to continue to be on video. I don't know if some of you noticed, but when I took steps back from certain groups and certain communities, also certain things offline too, do you see how certain arrests happen? Certain changes suddenly were made. Yep. If there's one thing that I've learned over the years, it's that someone like me is actually more beneficial to the right people behind the scenes rather than to where I'm accessible. Really, if you're somebody who's looking to make a name for yourself out there, attain real clout or real fame, your best bet is to make it to where people cannot directly communicate with you. The reason I say that is because typically the people who want to directly communicate with somebody who's doing well is someone who wants to take them down seriously, especially if you're doing really well and they're not. Most people who waste their time on the internet trying to talk to people that they would never normally get to communicate with in person, usually they're not successful people at all. I feel what has led to the early deaths of a lot of notable people in our society has been their willingness to be open to communicate with people who truly haven't earned the right to be able to communicate with them. Also, people who want to take them down, who pretend to be other people that they're not. I feel like anyone who wants to talk to me, they need to be able to approach me face to face so I know exactly who it is that they are. If they cannot do that, then they're not worth anything to me. Nothing. And I think that's what bothers some of you the most. You want so much to be in my world, but you're not even brave enough to show me who you are. Or maybe you don't want to show me who you are because you know damn well I already know what you're already about. hmm I feel like I've met certain people within certain communities that I've had the misfortune of covering who can take over my projects if I wanted them to. I have built more online than most people. But when I see that certain people are resistant to being receptive to what I've built, they only want parts of it, not the whole thing. I'm not even giving you a part of it. Why should I? I shouldn't. And I'm not. So, the day that I decide to say sayonara to a lot of you for a minimum of a year, and it might be longer, I will let you all know on that day. It's going to be sooner than some of you think, not as soon as some of you think. But someone like me, the world really is my oyster. And I think the only thing that's been holding me back has been dealing with trash. Why? Because I don't really like looking at people as trash, believe it or not, even though I use that term often. I've used that term often because I've seen more trash than ever before because I've shifted and I've elevated substantially. But a lot of you out there that I really did try with, and what I love about my particular situation is that there's enough documentation to undeniably prove. I really did try with some of you, much more than you tried with me. I took some of you in. I donated financially to some of you. I offered priceless assistance and advice to many of you. I was kind to many of you, even though you didn't deserve it. But you couldn't help but be trash. And I'm not talking to all of you. All of you are not trash, but the people who know that I'm talking to them, they're punching air right now, seething, screaming. But I just don't want to deal with people who want what I have, but who aren't willing to put in the work. And I'm not just saying financially, but in other ways too. I'm done with the toxic energy. I'm done with the negativity. I'm done with helping others who would never even think to help me. So that's it for today. I just wanted to share that, let you all know that you won't be seeing me. Again, you might hear me on occasion, but I'm going to give myself a good year. I'll let you know when that year is going to start. It'll be soon. But to those of you who have watched me, listened to me, been civil toward me, even friendly toward me over the past few decades that I've been on the internet, thank you. Thank you very much. To the AI, even, thank you for making so much of the AI that fits my description look like me. There's a few people like me out there when it comes to the AI because we've just been on camera for such a long time. But I've just had it. So I'll be around, but I won't be around. Take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye.